And good evening, everyone. Tonight is Tuesday, December 15th, 2020. I'd like to welcome you to the Fitchburg City Council Appointments Committee. Councilors joining us this evening, committee members are Councilors Fleming, Walsh, Van Hazinga, and myself, Councilor Kushmerek. We have a number of items on the agenda with us this evening. The first is a reappointment for the Animal Control Officer, term to expire November 13th, 2023 of Mr. Todd Pickett. And councilors, you have both Mr. Pickett's credentials as well as some working experience with him. We have Chief Martineau joining us this evening if councilors have any questions. Chief, anything you'd like to add?
No, just on behalf of Mr. Pickett, this is our second contract with Mr. Pickett as a private animal control vendor for the city of Fitchburg. His employment or his contract with the city of Fitchburg has proven to be very efficient and transparent. We've saved considerable amount of money in boarding fees over the years. I've seen it work two different ways here in the city, and I can say that without a doubt that Mr. Pickett's services are very, very efficient, and we're very lucky to have him for another 3 years, if confirmed so this evening.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and second to approve the reappointment of Mr. Todd Pickett as an animal control officer. We'll take this by roll call vote. Councilor Fleming.
Yes.
Councilor Walsh.
Yes.
Councilor Van Hazinga.
Yes.
And I am a yes. It is unanimous. Motion carries. Next, we have Fitchburg Council on Aging. Councilor Walsh, if you would be willing to take over, I'm going to recuse myself as I have a relationship with a member of the Fitchburg Council on Aging who serves, Mr. James Cragen, who serves on my campaign committee registered with the state. And with that, I'm going to mute my audio and video and allow Councilor Walsh to take over.
Thank you, President Kushmerek. There are 5 candidates for Fitchburg Council on Aging for reappointment, and I'm just going to read. I guess we can just take each one separately. Mr. James Cragen, term to expire November 1st, 2022. Does anyone have any questions or comments? Mr.
Motion
Cragen
to approve.
Second.
And I guess we should take this by roll call vote. Councilor Fleming.
Yes.
Councilor Van Hazinga.
Yes.
And Councilor Walsh is a yes, so that is unanimous. Ms. Annie DiMartino, term to expire November 1st, 2022. I know that Annie DiMartino has been on she's been on the city council. She's been on this for a number of years. Anyone have any questions or comments?
Motion to approve.
Second.
And we'll do this by roll call vote. Councilor Fleming.
Yes.
Councilor Van Hazinga.
Yes.
And I am a yes. That is unanimous. Third person is Ms. Margaret Padovano, term to expire March 1st, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And this is a roll call vote. Councilor Fleming.
Yes.
Councilor Van Hazinga.
Yes.
And I am a yes. Councilor Walsh, that is 3, and that's unanimous. The fourth person is Mr. William Walsh. No relation. Term to expire November 1st, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And we'll do this by roll call vote. I have a motion and second to approve. Councilor Fleming.
Yes.
Councilor Van Hazinga.
Yes.
And I am a yes. That's 3 to 0. That passes. The last candidate, Ms. Josephine Wood. Again, that term to expire September 1st, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, and we'll do this by roll call vote. Councilor Fleming.
Yes.
Councilor Van Hazinga.
Yes.
And I am a yes. That is 3 to 0. That passes. There are 5 new candidates for the Council on Aging. And we'll call Mr. Kushmerek back. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Walsh. I appreciate it. And Next, we have new appointments, permanent reserve police officers for the city of Fitchburg. We have Zaria Z. Ramos, Cedric A. Robinson, and Angelo J. Ramos Jr. And joining us is Chief Martineau. Good evening, Chief.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is the first step in the process of becoming permanent police officers in the city of Fitchburg. As you're well aware, we're a civil service agency that employs reserve police officers. And under civil service guidelines, I have to have them appointed as permanent reserves before we appoint them as student police officers and send them off to the academy. That's the reason I'm not having all three of them present at tonight's meeting. Hopefully, in the near future, you will see those three appointments in front of you for consideration as student police officers. But what I can tell you is all three of them passed the civil service exam. Additionally, they passed all the stringent requirements required by us at the police department to be appointed as permanent police officers. These are three young men from the city of Fitchburg. They all went to school here in the city, and they all want to come on and be members of this police department. So I'd be looking for their confirmation as permanent reserves this evening. Currently, they're not working. Like I said, this is a formality under civil service guidelines. And I would anticipate bringing at least two of these names for your consideration sometime in February as student police officers. But I consider all three exceptional candidates, and I hope you can appoint them this evening as permanent reserves for the Fitchburg Police Department.
Make a motion to approve the slate of candidates.
Second.
We have a motion and second to approve the slate of three for the permanent reserve police officers of the city of Fitchburg. We'll do this by roll call vote. Councilor Fleming,
Yes.
Councilor Walsh,
Yes.
Councilor Van Hazinga,
Yes.
and I am a yes. It is unanimous. Motion carries.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you very much, Chief. Next, we have permanent full-time firefighters for the city of Fitchburg. We have two, Timothy R. Downey and Robert E. Nealon. And joining us this evening is Chief Marama. Good evening, Chief.
Good evening, Council President, and good evening, councilors. Thank you for having me on tonight. Myself and the rest of the department very excited to be bringing on these two new hires. I'll speak briefly about them individually, but first I'd just like to say both of the appointments here before you were the top-rate candidates on the civil service entrance exam. These two hires are going to be filling the vacancies left by the line of duty cancer death of Lieutenant Eddie Suarez from August, and as well as the retirement of Lieutenant Richard Liberatore in September. So needless to say, both of these two gentlemen will be filling some very big shoes here at the department. It's been a long process during this pandemic to fill these positions. I want to thank both Tim and Robert. They've already shown a dedication to the city. They've had to jump through a lot of hoops just to get through the process to get here. A couple last minute phone calls, having them run around to go places to get this done. So I really do appreciate their commitment to the department and to the city. Both of the members are going to be doing 2 weeks of in-house training before they'll be assigned to their respective shifts after the first of the year. And this could not come at a better time for our department as we're kind of on the front line of battling this pandemic. So it'll be a big boost to the department and to the morale to get these gentlemen in and get them on shift. First, speaking on Timothy Downey, he previously worked for Lunenburg Fire Department for several years. He became a full-time member there in August of 2018. So he has both fire and EMS experience. He's also worked for MedStar Ambulance, giving him some additional EMS experience. He's firefighter 1-2 certified, licensed as an EMT basic, and also has a paramedic certification. He's a hazardous materials operation level cert. And he also has an associate's as well as a bachelor's degree in fire science from Mount Wachusett and Anna Maria College, respectively. So Tim's experience, I think, will be a valuable addition to the department. So we're very excited for his appointment. As for Robert Nealon, he's a Fitchburg resident, graduate of 2016 graduate of Monty Tech, where he obtained a certificate in industrial technology. He's a nationally certified EMT. He currently works for JC Madigan as a full-time welder fabricator. And as a result, he holds engineering certifications, which I believe will be very relevant to his work experience here at the Fitchburg Fire Department. His technical background is something that we're very excited to put to use here at the FFD, and we look forward to the value he'll be able to bring to our department. So look forward to hopefully appointing these two gentlemen tonight.
Questions of either candidate? Comments?
Motion to approve Mr. Downey and Mr. Nealon.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve Timothy R. Downey and Robert E. Nealon as permanent full-time firefighters for the city of Fitchburg. I will just echo the comments the chief made and say some big shoes, dare I say, gargantuan shoes to fill. Just two beloved members of the Fitchburg Fire Department who worked hard, but I have no doubt, given the qualifications and experience that you are both bringing to the table, that you will be able to live up to that. And dare I say, as the youngest member of the city council, I never get to say this, but they get younger every time, chief. And this is the first time I think we've had people before us that make me start to feel like maybe I'm getting old.
I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little scared, but we're getting close to that, the first 2000s person that we're gonna be putting on the department. So I remember when I got on, it was like, oh, the 80s, then the 90s, now we're getting to the 2000s. So it's getting there, it's getting close.
Gentlemen, congratulations. I have a motion, a second. We'll do this by roll call vote. Councillor Fleming,
Yes.
Councillor Walsh,
Yes.
Councillor Van Hazinga,
Yes.
and I am a yes. Congratulations. It is unanimous.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Stay safe and welcome.
You come well qualified.
Last but certainly not least, we have an associate member for the Human Rights Commission, term to expire December 1st, 2021, of Ms. Mariah A. Pridgeon. And Mariah is with us this evening. If she could unmute her audio, and I don't know if you have a video, feel free to unmute your video as well.
Okay, it's unmuted.
Wonderful. Good evening, Mariah. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening.
Would you like to add anything before we take a vote?
Sure. I just have a few words I'd like to share. I'd like to take a moment to thank Mayor Di Natale. I'd like to thank you, Mr. Representative Kushmerik, and the rest of the city council members for this opportunity. I'd also like to thank my husband and my family for their encouragement at this time. I'm very humbled and proud to be considered for this seat on the Human Rights Commission. And I've been a lifelong Fitchburg resident. I do know the heart of the city. I know the strength, the diversity, the character, and the integrity of Fitchburg, and I have walked beside and learned from some of the city's greatest influences. I pay homage to them, and I look forward to being a prominent, fair, and loyal voice for those who otherwise may not have an opportunity to do so. Thank you again for allowing me to be an intricate part of Fitchburg, and I look forward to the possibility of this seat moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think you said it beautifully, and I know you'll do our city proud, and I know that you will do the Human Rights Commission proud. So thank you for the experience and the passion that you're bringing to the table, and excited for your voice on the commission.
Thank you very much.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and second to approve Ms. Mariah A. Pridgeon as an associate member for the Human Rights Commission, term to expire December 1st, 2021. We'll do this by roll call vote. Councillor Van Hazinga,
Yes.
Councillor Walsh,
Yes.
Councillor Fleming,
Yes.
and I am a yes. Congratulations. It is unanimous.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Pridgeon. Have a wonderful evening. And with
You
that,
too.
I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
So
moved.
moved.
I have a motion and second to adjourn. We'll do this by unanimous consent. And to our public, we will begin the Fitchburg City Council meeting in approximately 5 minutes. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Good night.